So, you're trying to decide between a F250, 350, 450, 550, and so on in the Ford Super Duty. Well, I've got a 450, and I can show it to you, tell you a little bit about the pros and cons to the 450s. I haven't had this one long, so I'm still learning myself, but I can tell you what I know and what I like about it and what I don't. But anyway, I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you the truck. As you can see, I've been pulling 11,000 pound gooseneck with it. The biggest thing about a 450 that I like is the front track width of from the left to the right. I guess the space in between the wheels is wider. I don't know exactly how much. I think it's 4 to 6 inches wider. It's a wide track front end. That's the best way I can describe it. So it makes the trucks have a lot tighter turning radius. So compared to a 350 and a 250, the 450 and 550s that's kind of like the best trait that they've got going for them. My truck was stock. It seemed to do good, but I hadn't really towed with it and stuff, but I wanted to upgrade it. So I did the Hydro Tune. I'll show you that real quick right there, the selectable tuner, and that is well worth the money. If you need more power, definitely get the Hydro Tune. You got to pull the computer and download some stuff. It ain't really that hard. I did it myself, and I'm not very tech savvy. Then I got the Edge monitor, which it's not on right now. I didn't bring my keys. But anyway, my truck's an automatic, which seems to work pretty good. I also did the S&B cold air intake. Now my truck is early 99. I'm gonna flip the camera back around. If you go to buy one of these trucks, I would recommend not getting an early 99. They're kind of a 1 year difference. A little bit of the front steering components are different, and the turbos, injectors, injector pump, it's a 1 year only. I mean, it works good. They're fine, especially if you do the Hydro Tune like I did in the 450. It'll pull anything you would ever need. I run 70 mile an hour on the interstate with cruise on in northeast Alabama, South Tennessee, in the mountains. And I mean, it does amazing with the way I've got it set up. I also added this 6.0 transmission cooler, so my transmission temperatures, they don't get above like 140 to 160 towing a trailer. But anyway, I'm gonna flip the camera back around and show you a little bit more of the truck. When you go to a 450, you're gonna get the 19.5 commercial tires and wheels and a lot bigger brakes. So this thing will stop on a dime. You know, that's the benefit to stepping up to the 450 or the 550. The reason I like the 450, you don't have to have commercial insurance, which is pretty awesome. If you get the 550, it's a lot harder to insure as a personal vehicle. But I would say if you're going to do heavy towing, go with the 450. The downfall to my 450, it's kind of low geared. It's got 488 gears, so it can tow, I mean, anything, but you're kind of topped out at 70 miles an hour. I wouldn't run it at 70 miles an hour. I'm turning 2,650 RPMs, so it don't hurt a 7.3 to turn them that many RPMs. A lot of people thinks it does. They were built and designed to do that. It actually keeps your exhaust gas temperatures down when you're spinning at a little higher RPM like that. But if you're wanting to go faster than that, a 450 might not be what you want. A 350 or a 250, they're not geared as low, but they don't tow as much. So I guess it's according if you want to tow real heavy or you want to go real fast. Me personally, when I'm towing this much weight, 70 miles an hour, that's plenty fast enough for me. But anyway, like I said, I'm new to YouTube. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'm hoping to get better at making these videos. I'm new to it. And we will see how it goes. I'm going to get into doing more hands-on showing my builds of like crawler haulers, Jeeps, Fox body Mustangs, anything to do with race cars, toys, hot rods, fabrication, stuff like that as I've got time. I'm a full-time tattoo shop owner and artist, so doing the YouTube thing is going to be tricky. I'm going to figure it out and see if I like it as I got time. But anyway, I'm going to flip the camera back around and show you something else. It's kind of 99 Super Duties. They've got this badge. That's one way you can identify a early 99 versus 99.5 and up. They got that badge. The later years that has the bigger turbo, it's going to be down here on the door. It's going to say Power Stroke right there. But that's kind of the gist of it. Like I said, nothing wrong with the early 99. It's a first year, 1 year off with the injectors and turbo and all that jazz. But if you can get a 99.5 up 7.3, that's what I would do. I got a really good deal on this one. I was able to trade a F450 5.4 truck even for it. So I can't beat it for the way I got it. And I didn't even know anything about the early 99, late 99 stuff. But anyway, that's the truck. That's the F450. I would recommend it. Oh, the only other thing, they steer a little bit tight compared to the 250 because of the wide track front end and the bigger tires. So if you don't want something that has tighter steering, you might not like this, but it don't bother me. You know, you just gotta kind of get used to it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, turn on the notifications bell. I'm gonna try to upload as many videos as I possibly can, and I appreciate you. Bye.